I got a fortune in my fortune cookie a while ago that told me that I would be coming into a great fortune sometime soon. So where the fuck is my yowie $1,000,000? This is just like, Dan and Phil, where are you? Where are Dan and Phil dropping yowie million yowies at my doorstep? Like, come on, guys. They're supposed to be airlifting me out of here. Guys, any second now, Dan and Phil are gonna come from the sky and they're gonna be like, "We're so sorry that you've had to go through so much. We shall save you from this wretch of a place you find yourself entrapped in." And I'll go, "Thank you, Dan and Phil, thank you." But until then, I guess I'll just have to, ask other people. Like, if every person who watched this were to give one yowie, then I would be that many yowies, closer yowie to yowie million. I'm not great with math. You know, numbers are just pictures to me. So it's like yowie is yowie, and the yowie's gonna yowie. Gleep, gleep, glumany borp, glop, gleema, glebally, lor, pop, neebop. Gleema, neeba, nor pop, glep. Gleep, gleep, glorma, neepy, bunny, bornorp, nama, neepop, gleep. Glutch, cleg, glorma, neeba, lorp, nop, neep. Gormnep. Gabbly, bop, norpop, neep. Hello! Let's see how many subscribers I have on my YouTubes. Ooh, my YouTube's channels. 246. Before I made that Jax film video, I was under 100. And who knows what that like 98 people who followed me before then followed me for. Besides, you know how awesome I am, but I'm awesome in so many ways. So who's to say what you're here for when I tell you I have so many interests? I do so many things. I can rattle them on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I'm even rattling on and on about how I can rattle on and on and on. I'm blogging about blogging, but I'm also blogging about talking, vlogging? Blogging? That doesn't rhyme. It's the same word. I'm an insane person. That's a fact about me. How did you think I got to be this fucking hilarious? Do you know how many mental diseases I have? Like, more than you could yowie. But I'm not schizophrenic. I've never even had psychosis. All of my thoughts are my own. I just like playing pretend. Tra-la-la-la-la, diddly-da-da. Skibba-dee-da-bop, skidda-da-da-bop. And you know what else? You know what else about me? Which is why the people giving me shit thing is really just like, what the heck? Why are you doing this? This is Wolfie. And this is Frederick. I've been pretending to be in college for a year. Yep, just like my father, Dan is not on fire. What's that? Oh, yeah. I actually don't know. I'm gonna go be a vagrant. I mean, I have plans. I'm gonna be moving out west. Not to California. I don't... to move to California, it would have to be through some established YouTuber who lives there letting me stay in one of their rooms. I don't know. I, like... 5 minutes from... Jack's Films is 5 minutes from my... Give me $20. I'm gonna be updating my Patreon. It's there. You can find it. Split Level House Patreon. Right now, all that's up there is from what I had a year ago. I mean, it's a bunch of digital downloads of my art. And it's good art. I mean, some of it is my early works, which are a bit rough. And I think I made those free. Why the digital downloads? Because the beauty's in the details. You are supposed to take my art and stare at it. You zoom into every detail. Let me have... Oh, shit. I have 6%... no, I'm gonna plug it in. I painted this the other day. It's Wolfie. Wolfie Dreams. That's not on my Patreon. Let me show you some of the stuff that's on there. My old stuff. I believe, I'm pretty sure that this one is on there. This is, this and a couple of my other posts it's part of my, oh, freak. This is one of my most noted works. Tumblr fucking loved it when I made it. But the version of it that did really well was, it was a compilation of me saying these are some of my favorite works. See, Dean is, blurred because he's not in focus. So I did that. I painted over him, and then I blurred it. But then I accidentally deleted the non-blurred version. So there used to be a clear version of him, but in my earlier works you see the flatter colors. Looking at even this is just see. Like although some of them are really bright, but this was also one of my favorites. As we can see, I did this really cool, awesome thing of having yellow be the highlight. Look at that. Glamini Gorbop. Also, Wolfie. Right now, I think it's like $5 and $10 options. I'm not gonna be having Patreon exclusive things. I'm not gonna make you pay for this. I'm doing it no matter what. And so you're seeing me do it, and you're like, hell yeah, let me give you some change. I mean, I'll put my Patreon in the description. Or do I want to be really cryptic about it? No, I'll put it in the description because I want people to give me money. Because then I can buy food. Because I don't have a job. I have money saved up, but I would like to not have to eat into that and instead eat into money that people give me. And also with money, I could get drugs. And you know what I could do with those? Be fucking hilarious. Although, when I travel, because I'm gonna... Basically, everything I have, I live out of a dorm room. Everything I have can fit into a storage container. So I'm gonna load that up, and then I'm gonna just I'm gonna go travel, make myself a map, a travel guide or whatever, and it be going to the most homeless friendly cities, places that I know I can sleep outside and not get arrested for it or murdered. There's gotta be at least 3 across the country. I'm fine spending most of my time in bus rides. Public transportation is a necessity. I fucking hate car-centric infrastructure. I know, right? It pisses me the fuck off, those fucking cunts. Like, I don't have a car. Some of us crashed them when we were 17 trying to go to our work at Target Starbucks, but then there's someone who went to my school's mom, who was the theater director at the school that I was technically districted for, except I was a magnet kid, so I went to a magnet school. Oh, yes, and I was like one of the only magnet kids who was also in theater. So all of these other theater kids, they all had a bunch of classes together. Who knows what they said about me in those classes. They hated me. They didn't like that I don't have to pretend to be different. I just happen to be a real-life fictional character. But that's because I spend more time with them than real people. And Dan and Phil, and Curtis Connor, Drew Gooden, Danny Gonzalez, Markiplier. I love Markiplier White Knuckle. That shit, it's like... it's peak. I have not been watching the Hard Launch podcast, Dan and Phil. I love Dan and Phil. They are my long-lost Emprey fathers. I am their Empreg child. Tumblr user Split Level House, Howell Lester. But I don't give a fuck about their relationship. Like, yay, gay, I don't care. I don't care if you kiss. I'm watching Supernatural. And you're like, this is awesome. I can't believe what? This is the most amazing thing in my life. Never stop. Guess what? I've been doing this for a while. Many moons ago. And I've become who I set out to be. And I never stop dreaming. Time never stops passing. I never cease the act of creation. I live in pursuit of art. I live as art. So, I'm not legally liable for anything I say because it is performance art, things that may blah 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 blah. I'll get some person's lawyer to say that for me.